All right. Thank you. Good morning, class. Thank you. Today, of your day, we will begin this interaction by first and foremost, once again, thanking each and every one of you for co-creating with us this transmission. We will be conducting this day of your time a type of class, a type of laboratory. There will be a test. Just kidding. No, I'm not. There will be a variety of things that we will do in this interaction today. We will be sharing some knowledge. We will be having some discussion. We will be having some fun. We will be playing some games. We will be exploring many different ideas that we have discussed in the past from a different point of view. We will be shedding some light from different perspectives on many of the concepts we have discussed, and a few new ones today, so that we can begin together to create a common language, a common understanding of some of these principles that you can then apply in your reality, apply in your lives, to create the kind of joyful, creative, passionate lives you say you would like to have. And the purpose again of this is to begin to form a coherent and cohesive understanding, a holistic understanding of many of the different ideas that have been discussed for many years in what you call your metaphysical communities, bringing some of them down to a very simplified and grounded understanding so that, once again, it is easy and effortless to apply in your life. At first, again, some of these concepts may seem to be a little puzzling, a little confusing, but that is only because it may be in an expression you are not used to. But again, that is all right. Bit by bit, we will form a common understanding. We will explore together, as deeply as you wish, many of these principles, so that we understand and you understand it as fully as you possibly can, and in that way, it can be very effective in your day-to-day experience of your lives and in following your passion and living your lives to the fullest, which is the only thing you are required to do in life. Just be yourself as fully as you can. It's the only agreement you have with creation. However you choose to do that is up to you, and it is the combination of understanding and agreement that you have created between your physical mind and your higher mind, and learning to form a strong relationship, a close communion between your physical mind and your higher mind is what will allow you to feel that you can glide through life effortlessly, which does not mean you will not have challenges, but will give you the tools with this understanding to face them in a joyful, creative way, to make them play instead of obstacles, and allow yourself to see that the universe really is your playground, and that it is really up to you to decide how you will experience your own existence. But exist you will. You will never change that. We have talked many times about the idea we call the 4 laws, and we will talk about them again today, but in a different way. We will talk about the 4 laws as states of being, so that again, you can bring them down to earth and apply them in your day-to-day lives in different ways than you may have applied them before. We will also, during the course of this interaction, offer you a few brain teasers. Now, these puzzles, these word plays, already exist on your planet. Some of you may already know them. We encouraged the channel to do some research for us to find certain ones that would touch on certain things for the purpose of illustrating how preconceptions work, how your brains process things, how you think, just for the purpose of playfully illuminating some of the reasons how beliefs and definitions may color what you see in life, and how to be more aware of when you have those particular points of view, and how to change them in a way that serve you. So, during the course of any particular brain teaser, we would like to ask that any of you that may recognize them and know what the answers are, keep that to yourselves, so that those that do not know may benefit from the new experience. All right? All right? Thank you. Want to make sure class is awake. All right. Now then, let us begin in the following way. April.
Yes, Bashar.
Will you please be so kind as to walk up to the board that has been created and remove the piece of paper in the upper left labeled number 1.
All right.
And what does it say?
It says
Prime
Radiant.
Prime Radiant. Thank you. You may sit. Now, we have discussed this concept a little bit, and today, through the creativity and kindness of many people, we are able to provide a little bit more of a graphic demonstration of this concept to really visually drive the point home into the center of your brain. Remember this: every new thought literally, physiologically alters the neurological pathways in your brain. Every single thought. So one of the things that we will be doing here today is providing ideas and demonstrations in such a manner so that the brain paths will be altered, not without your permission, but will be altered in such ways as to allow you more ease of absorption and understanding of many of these concepts, to make them your own, to make them, as you say in your language, second nature, really first nature, so that you will apply them more automatically in your lives. Now, this concept, Prime Radiant, is based on the idea that many of your scientists, many of your physicists have begun to explore now for quite some time. The idea has been termed in your society the unified theory, M theory, string theory, many different things. And they are approaching an understanding of this concept as we know it. The idea basically being that you can render everything down to its simplest possible component. That everything that seems to be different things are actually expressions of one thing. Now, we would like to take this a step further than your scientists have yet to do by explaining the idea in its most basic way, again, reiterating that when we talk about the idea that everything is one thing, we mean it even unto the concept of what you call a single particle. Now, we understand that the word particle is just a euphemism. It is energy, it is consciousness, it can represent or express itself as a particle, as a wave, as energy, as mass. But for the sake of convenience in this conversation, we will use the concept particle, again, just to aid and assist you in your visualization. The idea, therefore, of understanding the prime radiant and how everything is one is to imagine that there is only one particle in existence. I don't mean one kind of particle, I mean only one particle. That's it. All of existence is made from the same one particle. In the ultimate time-sharing plan. What do we mean by that? I will explain. And we will explain with a beautiful demonstration. Kirby,
Yes.
Are you ready to assist? Kathy, are you ready to turn down the lights? Not yet. All right. Now, as you can already see, there are on either side of the channel's body 2 round crystals. For now, assume there is only one. Only one. This is the particle, the one particle that exists, the only one. Now, if that particle does not really have mass, because there's nothing else, nothing to interact with, no gravity, in a sense, nothing else, just that particle, no real space, it has no mass, it can really move in any way it wants to. It can move beyond the speed of light. In fact, its speed, again a euphemism, can really be infinite. It can move anywhere it wants as fast as it wants. So the idea is, let us say, this particle decided to move from here to here. Kirby? All right. Now, there it is. Now you say, well, it's over there. Now, let's say it is moving here and there and there and here and back and forth. And the idea is that because it can move at infinite speed, you can start moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Turn off the lights. Back and forth, back and forth. As it moves back and forth, and as it does so at infinite speed, you can ramp up the speed back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, faster, 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 until it is going back and forth so quickly it appears to be in 2 places at once. Do you see this? All right. It is actually going back and forth, but it appears to be 2 places at once. But what this appears like to you in your physical reality is it appears like 2 particles. It's not. It's the same particle. The idea, therefore, to expand this notion is if you imagine that this single particle can move at infinite speed, what that means is it can be everywhere at the same time, appearing as if it is a multitude of particles when in fact it's all the same one particle moving back and forth in an intricate pattern, an intricate geometric pattern of consciousness that thus then makes it appear that the universe is full of different particles, different atoms, different things. But every single thing, every star, every galaxy, every rock, every being, every atom, every subatomic particle are all made out of the same one particle. So when we talk about the idea of everything being one, not only is it meant spiritually and energetically, it is literally meant physically as well. When this particle crosses its own path in this incredibly beautiful and complex geometric pattern, when it crosses its own path, it reinforces itself. It becomes denser and denser and denser and denser. It has something now to interact with itself on a different path. And as it interacts with itself more and more often on many different paths, in many different perspectives, it becomes denser, 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 and forms the different states of reality from higher dimensions to physical reality. But it's all the same. It's all made out of the same one thing, literally. Does that seem clear to you? All right. You may leave them on, bring up the lights if you wish. Now, thank you very much for your assistance. The idea then is to really understand that as you hold on to this visual, as you replay this in your imagination, and as you then look at any one or anything in your reality, allow yourself to expand this visual image you have now been given today in such a way, bit by bit, at whatever pace is comfortable for you, that when you, let's say, are sitting in front of a rock or sitting in front of another person, however you wish to do it, that you, in your imagination, allow yourself to begin to see in your mind's eye this one single particle going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, so quickly that you see it actually building up all of the different atoms in you and in the other object or person you are looking at. Back and forth until you are both flickering so fast that it appears you are actually two solid things. The more you practice this visualization, the more you will begin to actually identify with more and more things in creation, because you will truly understand you are actually all made out of the same one thing. And as you begin to do this, and as you begin to practice this more and more, in a relaxed state, in an open state, and really breathe this in and make it your own, however you wish to do it, then you will begin to see other effects begin to happen in your lives. You will start to unlock your point of view on existence, on creation, on physical reality. You will start to experience different kinds of things. You may suddenly have a sensation that nothing around you is real. It may suddenly look very flat, like what you call a fake movie set. It may, on the other hand, suddenly begin to glow more brightly. It may take on all sorts of different qualities. But what all of those effects simply mean is you are starting to see, truly see, with the inner eye, the inner sight, truly see the universe for what it is, the multiverse for what it is, creation for what it is. One and the same thing that only exists now, and that all things coexist simultaneously. You will begin to expand this ability out and out and out and out to begin to include more and more and more of all the things in creation. When you look at the stars, you will then know, you will then feel and know that all of the atoms in that star are all made out of the same one particle you are made of. Literally. 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 Now, we will get into different aspects of this realization a little bit later on as well.